guys, no kidding. If you are going to work in a nice restaurant and be the best kelner in the world and make a lot of money, you have to know a lot about wines. This is the bottle that they order. Assuming that you're not a lefty, you hold the bottle in front of the guest with the label to his face. How you make the cut then? Don't worry about it. You don't have to make the whole cut through the whole bottle. Okay? You start with the right hand and you go all the way deep as much as you can, and you start squeezing nice and easy. Okay? You don't have to cut the foil from corner to corner. For example, the way I made the cut right now, you can see here in the back it's not cut, but you don't have to worry about that. Okay? Just keep it like that. You've done everything right until now. The label is in front of the guest. You have made the cut nice and clean. Then you make another cut, straight forward. Okay? Now all you have to do is, with your edge on a knife, go under the foil and just cut it. Okay? Now, this is not cut, but it doesn't matter. You already opened the foil, just hold it and cut it. Now guys, when you open a bottle of wine in front of the guests in a restaurant, you will have to have always a white napkin on your hand. I don't have a white one, but this works too, just to show you how it works. This napkin used to stay like that. You have to stay like that. When you make the cut and you remove the foil, make sure you take the napkin and smooth the edges of the foil. Just a little bit. That's enough. So you don't have particles that stay here, and when you put the wine they fall down with the wine in the glass, and then it's really not pleasant. So now, you have to learn to work with one hand with your knife. To open the cutter, to close the cutter, to open the shoulder, and of course this. Now you hold the wine like that, and you hold your wine opener like that. Make sure you go straight to the middle. Put your right finger here so you can have more balance. Stuck it in the middle and go straight. And then you just turn right. You don't have to push, you don't have to do nothing. If it's a white wine, maybe you don't have to go all the way in, because most of the white wines don't have this big cork, and you don't want to go through the cork, because sometimes when you go all the way through the cork, some of the corks will fall in the bottle, in the wine, and then when you pour it, it's going to fall in the glass, and that's not pleasant. But when it's a red wine, especially Italian, make sure you go all the way in. Now, we're in this position. You're going to have to help yourself with the right hand. Hold the bottle, open your left hand, and just bring the shoulder down. On your first step, pull it a little bit, then go to the second, pull again. Don't pull it all the way down, all the way up, okay? Now, from this point, I've been doing this. Now I go up and just with this finger, very nice, very easy, keep pulling the cork. When you feel the cork is already moving, just go sideways. You hear one little psst. You don't want to hear pop. no pop. This is in some other places, not in a fine dining restaurants, okay? So you squeeze the cork a little bit sideways, you hear just little tss, and that's it. The cork is here, the wine is open. You take the cork, take the wine opener, you take the wine, make sure that the label stays on top, so you squeeze a little bit, and that's your position. When you pour the wine for the guest, he should be still able to see the label of the wine. You pour a little sip for the guest that ordered the wine so he can test it. 90% of the guests, they smell the wine, they test the wine, oh, it's excellent and things like that. And then you go and start pouring first for the ladies, then for the other gentlemen, and then the last person that you pour the wine is the guy that ordered the wine actually. I guess enough for wine. For beginner waiters, that's enough for sure.